What is going on, guys? This is a vlog number 3, and today I'm gonna show you what's in my bag, what I carry with me on daily basis. And let's switch to the bag. Yeah, this is the bag. Yes, guess what? Yeah, Peter McKinnon bag. Yeah, that's the first version, and I didn't really care about the second one because I wanted something bigger, because like second one I have it's called Big Design bag. But let's open up this one and I'll show you a few things that I carry. On this side I always carry a switch pod. Like you guys know, it's broken, so it's keep coming off of my R3. But anyways, this is the tripod that I'm using, and I'm using always this Insta360, one of the best action cameras, records 5.7K, and you don't have to point your camera anywhere, just hold it like this and then change the angles while you're editing. So, and then I'm here on this side to open up. I got a MacBook Pro 13 inches. This is the M1, the first Apple chip, and I have a Joker on it. This is my daily work horse that I'm editing all the footage. I'm using only this, and I'm using my iPad Pro 12.9 inches. This is not the M1 or M2 version. This is the Intel version, so it's an older 2020 version. But I mean, it still does the job, so I don't see a reason to switch to a new one. I mean, except of course sometimes I can clearly see how it's lagging with my camera that I'm taking photo with. And by the way, that's the R3. This is my main camera, like you guys know, and an R3 that I'm using with the EF16 to 35 f2.8, and I'm using the RF to EF mount adapter. Then on this camera I have my Peter McKinnon second mist edition filter, and I'm using it 2 to 5 stops. I mean, that's one of the best NDs. I used before Newer or Freewell. I mean, I used both of them, but they're not as good because of that X, the cross. So this is the one. I'm thinking to get the 6 to 9 stops, but 90% of the time I'm just using this. But like for example, yesterday when I was recording video, it was 2 right outside. I would have wanted 6 stops instead of 5. Then I'm using these 2 lenses. This is the RF 51.8 millimeters, and I'm using this RF 28 to 70 f2. And guys, I'm gonna record a video soon about this, but this is the one that I'm taking all my thumbnails and some photos that I show you in previous videos. I'm using only this right now. Sometimes I use this when I needed that f1.8, but most of the time that I'm taking photo is this lens. My main drone, like I guys show you the video that you watched yesterday, it's a Mavic Air second version. It does the job. What else I need? It has the ND filters, it has the D-Log, can color correct it, it has a hyperlapse, it has a slow-mo. I mean, this is more than you need. Then I have this mount that is for my GoPro, so whenever I'm doing some POV shots or something, I'm taking photo with my camera and placing this on top of my R3. This is Tozo mount. It's a really good mount, heavy metal. It is really strong and durable. I'm putting my GoPros in here and all the action cameras, hook it up on top of my camera in a hot shoe and just walk around with this. Then I have this raw power block or wall brick, whatever it's called. That's the only one that I've been using for a while, because the Apple ones, they're too big. iPads, they're too small, but they're not strong enough. This is 61 watt wall brick, and it does the job. It charges my iPad, my MacBook, my Pixel phone, and I have an adapter for my iPhone too. This is the ND filters that I'm using for my GoPro. Like I said, guys, in the previous video, this is from Polar Pro, and it has all the stops that you need. Really high quality glass, Right now I'm recording on my Rode Wireless Go 2 with a Lavalier 2, but my main that sits on my camera all the time is this Rode mic. This is the Rode Mic Pro Plus version. I paid it, I think, $299 2.5 years ago, with the dead cat on it. I bought it separate. It was like $40 dead cat, but it does the job. It records an awesome high and lows. It has some buttons on the back that you can just click on and set up the settings before you even go to your camera. So this is the mic that I've been using for the last 2 years in almost every single my vlog that I'm walking with my R3. The action cameras that I'm using: GoPro Hero 10, like I guys told you, with the ND filter, the 16 from Polar Pro. That's the one I was telling you. Then I'm using, that's my favorite action camera, like you guys saw some of my videos. I've been saying almost in every video that I'm recording about action cameras that this is my favorite action camera. This is a Sony X3000. It still records an awesome sound compared to any other action camera, because this has a straight microphone that's facing you all the time you're recording. GoPro, it sounds like it's always in the water. DJI's, that doesn't sound that good. This is the one I'm always using for the mic, and it does the 4K videos. Yes, the 4K on DJI or on the GoPro is way better than this, because this is a 2014 camera, but I mean, the sound and stabilization on this is not comparable to any other cameras till this day. And then my next camera is that I'm using all the time is this DJI Action second version, the Cube I call it, because you can attach it, and I have some mounts in a backpack for this camera, since sometimes I want to do POV shots. Then I have these two adapters that I'm using. This is for USB. Whenever I'm connecting to my Type-C, it comes the USB, micro SD and SD, and this one the Type-B for my Canon R3 and SD. I like this a lot, but when I bought this I should have known that it doesn't have the micro SD, otherwise I would have just carried this. So I'm looking right now, guys, for the new one with Type-B, SD and micro SD. If anybody knows a good company, please leave me a comment so I can go and buy the new one. And my hard drive that I'm using, it's a SanDisk for 500 gigs. I mean, the only reason I'm using this small 500 gigs because a lot of people been using like a terabyte or so. I don't need as much because I can just throw everything on it, edit, do the job, delete it. I never keep the footage. I delete all the footage because it takes so much space that is unbelievable. This is it, guys. That's all the stuff that I've been using in my kit daily basis. I'm walking with it all the time anywhere, so I always have a camera that I can take photo and I can record a video. I always have a nice mic with me, and I always have an action camera, for example, if I need to go under the water or I wanted to hook it up to a car or something. I have some mounts that laying in the car, the big mount that attaches to the car, but what is in my bag you guys just saw. Thank you guys for watching this video. Vlog number 3 is done. Like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video.